Getting 10% body fat isn't just hard, it changes almost everything. So after losing fat multiple times, I know exactly what is required to get to 10% body fat. So in this video, I'm going to show you my full reality check so you know exactly what is required at every phase. So what is required to lose fat when you are at 30% body fat? Imagine you spending money on a lot of bullshit. You have some like Netflix subscription, you just buy some random clothes, you just buy unnecessary things you don't really need, you don't really use them, and then you stop. So every month you start having more money than before because you're spending less and your bank account grows. It's the same thing with losing fat. When you are the 30% body fat, you are there because you have some really bad habits, especially with your diet. You're eating junk food, you're drinking alcohol, eating a lot of sugar, big portions, snacking. So when you are at that phase, around 30% body fat, then it's just about fixing your diet, stopping those bad habits, stopping junk food, stopping alcohol, and just improving your diet. And the biggest thing is just stopping junk food. You need to stop junk food because junk food, it makes you fat. That's why you're fat. The sugary side of it, all the calories. Junk food is very calorie dense, like fast food, like fries, milkshakes, ice cream, candy, fried chicken, chocolate bars, cookies, all those things, they are very high in calories. And when you eat more calories, you gain fat. But that sugar also decreases your testosterone. It fucks up with your insulin, so you gain fat more easily. All those things. So stop junk food and do that by having it less. Don't quit right away. Have it once a week. Start with like every Friday, for example. Then after time you have it twice a month, so you go once every 2 weeks, then once every 3 weeks. Then take your time. When I quit the junk food back in 2023, it took me like 3 months, but I used this method of having it less and less, progressive overload, so your body get used to it. Start having it once a week and then go to once every 2 weeks when you feel ready. It can take like a month or so to get there, but like this is a must. It's gonna be hard, but just keep fighting. And then start eating more protein, because protein, it burns calories, it builds muscles and keep you full. Right now you're probably having 30% of your meals with protein. Get that up to 60%. Have more meat, have more eggs, chicken, steak. Protein is one of the biggest things that has helped me to lose fat. Just having mainly protein to my meals. Some carbs, but mainly protein, like 60% protein, 30-40% carbs. That's for the diet. Quit junk food, eat more protein. Then for your training, you start walking. Walk daily. 20-minute walk, 30-minute walk. Just get in the habit. Use these small changes of eating less junk food and more protein, then starting walking. It will make a difference and you will start losing fat from that. And I go much deeper on how you can fix your diet in my free fat loss protocol. It's called the Lean Founder Protocol. It's made for busy entrepreneurs. If you're a busy man, busy entrepreneur, just get it with the top link description if you want more help to fix your diet so you can lose fat. By doing that, you'll get down to like 20%. But what is required to go from 20% body fat to 15% body fat? 15 is when you actually start looking better. You're looking like kinda good. It's gonna be harder, it's gonna take more effort. Here's when you will need to quit junk food completely. So in business, your offer is very important. If you have a good offer, everything else becomes much easier. You know this if you're an entrepreneur. And the same with losing fat. If you have a good diet, losing fat becomes much easier. So here you will need to quit junk food completely. If you have it once a week, completely cut it out. You need to do it. You need to stop thinking, I'm gonna eat for pleasure. Oh, I'm gonna have a donut because it tastes good. No, you need to eat things that make you feel stronger, that make you lose fat. Like when you eat, start thinking to yourself, will this help me lose fat or not? Literally eat with intention. Don't just eat random things when you felt like eating. That's what most people do. They don't think of what they are eating. It doesn't even cross their mind if it's gonna make them more fat or not. They just eat it. You actually need to look at the food, think for a few seconds, should I eat this? I do this until this day. Because your diet is so important. You need to be aware of like what you're eating, how it's gonna affect your body. If you're unsure how something gonna affect your body, ask ChatGPT. I do it all the time. I think, how does this affect fitness? Let's say potatoes. How does potatoes affect fitness? Then I can see if it's good for building muscles, losing fat, what it does to my body. And it takes 3 seconds. Just open your phone and ask AI. Like, start using AI for fitness. Use it like if you're using AI in your business and work. Start using it to fitness too. I'm doing it all the time. Learning more about food, training, and of course I'm not taking all of it like 100% seriously, because AI, it can be like kind of off sometimes, and yeah, it's very like nuanced, but most of it is like actually true what it says. So that's for your diet. So start eating with intention. Quit junk food completely. I'm not even talking cheat meal once a month. Never. Why would you have a cheat meal and make yourself worse? Why would you get a bit fat every now and then? For what? Because you want like 10 minutes of pleasure when you eat that McDonald's? What the fuck? Those 10 minutes of pleasure will make you suffer in the future for more than 10 minutes, because you will be a bit more fat, you will be less energetic, you will be weaker. It's not worth it. Think of your future self. Be kind to your future self. Every time you eat junk food, you're punishing your future self. Your future life gets just worse. And then start lifting 3 times a week. Lifting weights helps you build muscles, and when you build muscles, you will burn more calories. Me right now, I have a lot of muscle. My body burns much more calories than the average person, because these muscles needs calories to function and to grow. And also when you are in the gym and working out, you're burning calories. Lifting weights, building muscles, very powerful. And you can follow this workout plan right here. This one has 4 workouts, but if you want to start with 3, then just go with the push per leg. Then the arm day, you can add it in later. And then also you need to start walking daily now to get from 20% to 15%, at least 30 minutes a day, 30 to 60 minutes. And it's not gonna be hard even. I used a few days ago, I was out walking and I was texting some girls, and after I realized, now I'm texting girls, why not just like send out DMs for my business? Because I send out DMs for like an hour a day in my business. I'm a fitness coach. Like, this videos is part of my business, but I also post on X, Twitter, and there I send out DMs. So I thought, okay, I can just send out DMs now, and I can start walking daily. And that's what I started doing. And I'm walking like 30 to 60 minutes a day now, just to like work on the business. If you have some work you can do in your business, if it's also DMs, emails, phone calls, just something you don't need to like sit at your desk to do, then go for a walk and do it. It's a cheat code. Get those steps in, you walk, you will lose more fat. And I have only done it for a few days now, and I've already seen a difference. I'm a bit leaner now. I will continue to do that. So start walking daily. Just choose a time of the day where you can now walk at. That will help you with consistency. Let's say 4 p.m. Then you write down 4 p.m. every day. I'm gonna take a 45-minute walk, and then you just need to stick with that. And by the way, I cover how to quit junk food, full guide in the Lean Founder Protocol with the top in the description. And if you're for free, and if you're an entrepreneur, business entrepreneur that want to lose fat, build muscles, get jacked, you can get a free coaching call too. When you get my protocol, you'll see it inside the protocol. You'll be able to book a call with me, and I will help you out. It's a special deal I have now in the summer for my followers. What is required to get to 10% body fat, going from 15% body fat to 10%? Now everything must be locked in. Now it's about the details. So first of all, you need to have a high protein diet, because before this summer, I was around 15%, somewhere around there. And one thing that changed a lot was just eating more protein. I started having like 70% of my plates with protein. Ground beef, chicken, steak, eggs. Then 30% with some like veggies, carbs. It could be like potatoes, rice, maybe some watermelon, a fruit like an apple. That's how I started eating, and it made a difference. I saw how I got leaner from doing that. Because protein helps you lose fat. It burns calories. It burns calories because the body burns calories when it digests protein. It builds muscles, and it also keeps you full. So you can have 2 or 3 high protein meals a day, and don't eat anything else. And one thing you need to stop with is snacking, eating in between meals, and having a high protein diet will also help with that, because you will just be full and don't even want to eat something. Start having 70% of your plates So start having around like 70%, 60-70% of your plates with high protein foods. Very important. It's crazy how most people eat like 30%, following this bullshit plate model. We're gonna have like 1/3 with protein, 1/3 with carbs, and half of it with vegetables. Like that shit is trash. It's some unhealthy fucking nerd that came up with that. That's what I got taught in school. You're gonna have half of your plate with vegetables. Excuse me, I said wrong. Half of your plate with vegetables, then 1/4 with protein, 1/4 with fucking carbs. Like that's bullshit. Having half of your plate with vegetables is fucked up. I don't even eat vegetables. I can have like just one, let's say one small tomato, like cucumber, or use the once in a while. I don't even eat vegetables daily. I like, let's say if I have a plate, I'm gonna eat vegetables. Like literally 5% of the plate is vegetables, 3%. Like vegetables is not gonna give you a six-pack. Literally steak and ground beef is much better than vegetables. It's just this like vegetarian bullshit, these nerds. Find me a guy that say vegetables is important and they are like jacked. No. And if they say, they are paid, like they're like corrupt, they're paid or something. But then also you need to continue to not eat junk food. Just avoiding junk food is huge thing, very important. And especially now when I get to 10%, you can't slip in like a Snickers or fucking donut here and there, have soda. No, like no bullshit, like no junk food, just clean diet. And then also your sleep is very important. Before the summer, I was sleeping around like 6.5 hours. But then when I started sleeping 7.5, that's when I got like my leanest, got to 10% body fat. It made a difference. It helped me go from maybe 12% to 10%. It's a lot about details. You need to have your sleep on point, your diet, your training, everything if you wanna get abs. So you need to start sleeping at least 7 hours. I know sleep is hard, like I'm still working on it. It still happens to me because I'm working a lot on my business and I can stay up late and only get like 6 hours, 6.5 sometimes. But now I'm working on it. I'm gonna like lock in on like 7.5, maybe even work my way up to 8 hours, because every time when I sleep good, my day is just much better. Feel much more rested. I can hit the gym harder, build more muscles, I get leaner, I can work better on my business. So, and my plan to improve my sleep is get all the important business work done in the morning, so I don't need to stay up late and finish it. That's basically it. It's not like that I have a problem falling asleep, it's just that I stay up late and work because I have a few tasks in my business that I need to get done every day. But yeah, I will just need to plan my days better and get those things done in the morning. So when it's time to sleep, I don't need to do anything on my business, and I can't sleep without having unfinished work. That's basically my plan. And just going to bed at the same time every day and waking up at the same time every day. That helps too. Then you will need to do more walking. So like if you're doing 30 minutes a day, 45, like 60 minutes a day, like that's a solid amount. That's a solid amount. You just need to be moving more. So same with that, like choose a time you're gonna do it every day. And then also getting to 10% body fat is a lot about just reflecting on like how are things going, what's working for you, what's not working. It can be like a bit different. Some will need to do some more walking than others, and you will just need to, like something I did, I just reflected on what I need to improve. So first I fixed my diet, that helped a bit. I started doing cardio, like running. Okay, it helped. But then I noticed, oh, my sleep needs to be improved. Did that. So you always need to like reflect, is my training on point, is my diet on point, my sleep, okay, what can I do different, am I eating too many calories, what foods do I need to cut out. Using like AI is good for that. Like I'm asking ChatGPT a lot, like just questions to know like what the best thing for me to do right now. But this was what was required to get to 10% body fat. And if you want a full diet plan that will help you get to 10% body fat without sacrificing your business, your work, then go get the Lean Founder Protocol for free with the top in the description. And if you're a business entrepreneur, you can also get a free one-on-one coaching call with me. And if you want to get ripped for the first time, watch this video right here. Become Black Brother.